Welcome everybody to the final SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view of the year, Fastlane. We are still on the road to WrestleMania. We are several weeks away from the show of shows. We have a sold-out crowd here today. One final pay-per-view before WrestleMania. We are here in Kentucky. Let's get Fastlane Part 1 underway now. Okay guys, we are kicking off this pay-per-view with another Legends challenge by the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Again, he's been going after Legends and Hall of Famers basically all year long. Very interested to see who comes out to try and stop Baron Corbin. He's defeated the likes of Roddy Piper. Trying to think who else actually, but he's beaten a lot of big names that are a huge part of WWE history, and why I'm forgetting the names of some of them is beyond me, and I probably should slap myself for that. But you're going to see again who answers the call of Baron Corbin, and from his perspective, who is his next victim going to be. And he's taken down again Roddy Piper, Sting, just to name a few. Corbin has been on a roll of late, again only going after Legends and Hall of Famers, has yet to really, I think, wrestle any current superstar on SmackDown Live. But Baron Corbin awaiting his next opponent. Who's it gonna be? The crowd on their feet in this sold out arena. Oh my goodness. Okay. Not many superstars are much bigger than The Rock, and I think it's safe to say that Baron Corbin has just bitten off more than he can chew. The Great One is back in the WWE and looking to teach Baron Corbin a lesson. I don't think we've seen The Rock within the past couple years. I think the last one we might have seen him is 2K19 when we were doing Friday Night Fury for the Legends and Hall of Famers. And that was, I believe, definitely the last time that we saw The Rock, but he is back. Looks better than ever. Corbin pacing around the ring. He's got to at least be a little nervous that The Rock is out here to accept his challenge. And what a way to start off the Fastlane pay-per-view. The Rock looks focused and ready to go. Let's get this matchup underway. The crowd's still on their feet. Baron Corbin versus The Rock. Kicking off Fastlane. Let's do this. Alright, Rocky going right after Corbin. Takes him down with a leaping clothesline. A kick to the back does not faze Corbin one bit. Big right hands from The Rock. Corbin quickly into a backbreaker. Now stomp to the back. Rock up to his feet. Elbow to the face. Elbow to the back. And a second one. Corbin in trouble now. Looks like The Rock has not missed a step. Kick to the midsection by Corbin. They're sent out onto the apron. Look at the strength of The Rock, just tossing Baron back into the ring. A kick to the back now. Picks him back up. Corbin ducks the clothesline, hits The Rock with one of his own. Stomp to the back of the neck. The Rock's got to keep halting Corbin's momentum. That was how Corbin was taking advantage of the other Legends earlier on in the year and at every other SmackDown pay-per-view, including and SummerSlam as well. Has him in a rest hold. The Rock trying to fight out. Corbin has it locked in. The Rocky fighting out. Jawbreaker to break the hold. Stuns Corbin. Leaping clothesline by The Rock. Sends him into the corner. Corbin trying to keep control, and The Rock with the reversal again. Now fighting back. Kick to the midsection. And a spine buster. Takes Corbin down. Rocky looking for the rock bottom. Corbin to his feet. to put things away early, and he hits it. The Rock with the rock bottom on Baron Corbin. 1, 2, and no, Corbin gets the shoulder up. Wait a minute. I thought he had him there. And a rare occurrence that someone kicks out of the rock bottom. But Corbin might have seen it coming and was able to find enough strength to kick out. And right hands by the Rock, kick to the midsection. Corbin stunned, fighting back with the right hand of his own. Big elbow to the face, takes the Rock down to a knee. Off the ropes goes Corbin, and a big right hand. The Rock rolls out bottom rope. There's Corbin, trash talking as always, turns his back to his opponent. Bad idea when you're facing someone like The Rock. Corbin back up though. Oh, one to the right, back of the head, but no, Corbin with a left hand. The Rock in the corner, in some trouble. Baron turns him around, double axe handle misses. The Rock with a splash. Corbin rolls out of the ring, gets back in. Elbow to the face, looking for a second rock bottom. We see the replay just when Corbin got to his feet. The Rock goes for the rock bottom. Into the cover on Baron Corbin again. 1, 2, and no, Corbin able to get the shoulder up again. Kicking out of one rock bottom is impossible enough, but kicking out of a second one, just absolutely ridiculous. How is Corbin still in this matchup? Elbow to the knee. Sends Rocky into the ropes with the deep 6. Just like that, Corbin turning the tide of this matchup into his favor again. Choke slam, backbreaker. The Rock now the one in trouble. Corbin setting up for the end of days. Takes down the Rock. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. No, the Rock's still in this. The Rock is still in this matchup. Rocky gets to his feet. Baron Corbin with another backbreaker. Near fall after near fall in this matchup. We thought the end of days was going to be the end of days for the Rock. Still in this matchup. Arm drag takedown. The Rock trying to fight back into it. Corbin with an Irish whip. Sends the Rock into the corner. Goes for a splash, but Rocky gets out of the way. The Great One still in this matchup. Clothesline to Corbin. Crowd still buzzing that The Rock is in action here tonight. Corbin with a right hand. Rock with a spine buster. Looking to finally put Baron Corbin away once and for all. Brings him to the middle of the ring. Corbin is getting to his feet. Rock was looking for another finishing move that time. Stomp to the chest. I think The Rock was looking for the people's elbow as he rolls out bottom rope. Corbin with pursuit there, goes after The Rock on the outside. Referee's count begins. Corbin dragging him over to the barricade. The Rock in trouble, face first into the corner of the barricade. Tosses Corbin to the side. The Rock gets back in. Corbin slowed his feet. The Rock resets the count by leaving the ring once again and stomps him right down. The Rock with an Irish whip sends Corbin into the steel steps. Count of 3 by the referee. Rocky picks him up, gets back into the ring. Now The Rock fired up, the crowd firmly behind him as the Lone Wolf finally comes to, gets back in. Leaping clothesline, takes Corbin down. Looking for another rock bottom. Elbow to the face, leaping clothesline once more. Uh-oh, looks like The Rock is setting up for the People's Elbow. Knew this move was coming at some point. Corbin in trouble, and he hits it into the cover on Corbin for the win. 1, 2, and no, Corbin again. No, The Rock actually breaking up that pin attempt, yelling in the face of Corbin. Trying to teach the Lone Wolf a lesson. Not finishing him off right now. The Rock picks him up. Stuns him with the right hand. Corbin goes for a move, but The Rock with a drop toe hold instead. Drops the knee right on the chest. Corbin rolling out once again. The Rock saying he cannot be outsmarted. Corbin back in again. Looking for another rock bottom. It's the second time in this matchup that Corbin got back into the ring and was greeted with a rock bottom. I believe that's the third or fourth of the match, but The Rock not finished yet. And come out here looking to teach Corbin a lesson. Looks like he's trying to teach him multiple lessons now. I think Corbin had a feeling that would happen. Drags The Rock closer to the ropes. 1, 2, and no, Rocky's still in this. This matchup's still going. Both men look to be very exhausted by this point in the matchup. We still have one more matchup in part 1. Chokeslam backbreaker again. Corbin trying to catch a bit of a breather. And look at Corbin just removing the padding on the turnbuckle. Did take a little bit too much time to do that. See if The Rock can mount another comeback. Big boot by Corbin. Looking to put things away once and for all now. Rock to his feet. Corbin with another end of days. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and Baron Corbin just defeated The Rock. Again, racking up accomplishments by defeating these legends. And again, Corbin was able to find a way to defeat the Great One. Takes down The Rock. Now Rocky to his feet. Corbin with a celebration. You may not like Corbin, but The Rock respects what Baron just did. And an acknowledgement by the Great One as Corbin is victorious. But we're going to get ready for part 1's main event. Alrighty guys, time for part 1's main event, and it will be a rematch for the Intercontinental Championship. Out first is the challenger and former champion Chad Gable. If you guys remember, a handful of weeks ago, Chad Gable took on Lars Sullivan, who earned an opportunity at the IC title. They clashed on SmackDown Live in the main event, and Lars Sullivan, in dominant fashion that pretty much everyone expected, took down Chad Gable and claimed the Intercontinental Championship. So tonight, Chad Gable looking to take the title back and become a 2-time Intercontinental Champion. And if Gable remembers anything that Sullivan did to him last time, I feel like he's just got to keep that in the back of his mind and expect a lot more of that from Sullivan here tonight. The Freak and Intercontinental Champion Lars Sullivan now makes his way down to the ring. Since debuting on the main roster at Money in the Bank earlier this year, Sullivan has just pretty much dismantled everybody except for in his debut match against Braun Strowman for the WWE Championship. All that, the debut match aside, he's destroyed everybody that has been in the ring with him. Goldust, Batista, Chad Gable the first time around, and whoever else he's faced, the Freak has dominated and proved himself worthy of championship gold here on the main roster. And Sullivan looking to retain the title here in his first defense. And he looks very focused and very angry, as per usual. We're going to get this matchup started here in a second. Sold out crowd still for the most part on their feet. Intercontinental Championship on the line. Chad Gable versus Lars Sullivan. Gable very focused. He's going to do whatever it takes to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship. Sullivan on the other side of the ring, looking to do whatever he can to keep the title around his waist. Sullivan goes right for the chop block, targeting the left knee of Chad Gable. That's pretty much how he started off their last matchup when Sullivan won the title. Just kept targeting the leg and dismantling the base of Chad Gable and going for it again. You can see the crowd, or you can hear the crowd does not like the actions of Lars Sullivan. Look at the athleticism and the speed of Chad Gable. Takes the bigger man down, uses Sullivan's momentum against him there. Gable now has to keep Sullivan on the ground as much as he can. Goes after the leg now. Gable picks him up, but Sullivan now clothesline, nearly taking his head off. And he goes for the stomps. Even more big right hands, the aggressiveness of Sullivan on display here in the early stages of this matchup. Gable to his feet, sends Lars into the corner, forearm to the face, takes the champion down. Sullivan smart to roll out of the ring. A Thez press to Gable on the outside. Big clubbing right hand, Sullivan back in. Back out again. Gable in trouble. Tosses the champion back in. Kick to the back of the neck of Lars. Oh, and that kick to the back didn't phase the champion at all. Clotheslines Gable right out of the ring. Seeing the aggressive side and the strength of Lars Sullivan as he goes up top. Looks for the diving headbutt and he hits it to Gable on the outside. That might be a wrap on this matchup. Gable gets it picked back up, tossed into the apron. I don't think Gable was conscious enough. No, just turns and throws the Intercontinental Champion into the steel ring steps, but a quick rebound and recovery by Sullivan. Targeting the knee again. The big diving headbutt from Sullivan. He's definitely done a lot of damage, and now into the steel ring steps again. Big right hand just swatting Gable to the ground. Sullivan could end this matchup whenever he wants, but I think he's just going to toy with Chad Gable as much as he can. Big left hand. Goes for a second one. Gable fighting back with the left of his own. Lars luring Gable back in. Looked like Sullivan was going for the freak accident, but looks like Gable is trying to fight his way out. Big right hands. Kick to the midsection. Snapmare takedown of Sullivan. Going after the arm. Sullivan trying to get to a vertical base. Look at the roll through of the big guy. Elbow to the face breaks the hold. And again going after that knee. Taking out the base of his opponents is a key aspect of Sullivan's offense. Gable sent into the corner. Sullivan drives him shoulder first into the ring post. Follows it up with a knee to the face. Gable in trouble. Goes for a left hand. Blocks it. Kick to the midsection of Sullivan. Look at this. Just a Hurricane Rana takedown of Lars as he pulls himself up. Gable with momentum. No, tossed out onto the apron. Look at the strength of Lars. Sullivan just drags Gable down through, or using his hair. And a big clubbing right hand takes Gable down, but he rebounds quickly. Drop kick takes the Intercontinental Champion down. Title on the line, of course, as Gable roll through Pele kick. Gable trying to do the impossible to defeat the freak Lars Sullivan, but no. Lars powers out. This is a David versus Goliath type matchup. definitely has that kind of feel. But Gable, when it matters most, trying to be as resilient as always, looking for the Chaos Theory to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship. Roll through, but doesn't go into the cover. Now tries for it to reclaim the title. 1, 2, and no. Sullivan is able to get the shoulder up in time. Gable is absolutely stunned and beside himself. I was nearly believing that for a second, that Gable might have just won and did the impossible. Now Sullivan fighting back. Shoulder tackle takes Gable down again. Sullivan picks him up. Looking for the freak accident again, but no. Gable fighting back. Big right hand from Sullivan. Jawbreaker from Gable. Now Chad looking to fight his way through this matchup again. Big right hands from Sullivan to the midsection. Big right hand from Sullivan. Now a left and another right takes Gable down. Look at this backslide. Takes Sullivan down. Picks him up again. Going for the Pele kick. Gable again looking to end things here. This time looking for the arm bar. Monkey flip. Sullivan rolls through. Gets out bottom rope as Gable goes for a crossbody. Don't know what he was thinking there, but Sullivan capitalizes after moving out of the way. Big lefts and rights. Another left and right combination by the Intercontinental Champion. Off the ropes. Look at the athleticism of the Freak. Just avoiding Gable there. Hits him with a clothesline. The crowd trying to will Chad Gable back into this matchup. Hits Sullivan with the left hand. Now forearm by Sullivan. Big right hand to the face. Some shots to the midsection again. Goes for a kick, but Gable catches it. Sullivan, look at this, another headbutt. Gable rolls out bottom rope. Sullivan on the prowl, just waiting for Gable to get back into the ring again. And look at this, going for the freak accident. This time he connects, and that might be it now for Chad Gable. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, Lars Sullivan is still Intercontinental Champion. Hard fought matchup for Chad Gable, but it was just not enough in the end to overcome the Freak. Lars Sullivan had a challenge there in that matchup. Got lucky a couple times, you gotta admit, but the Freak is still Intercontinental Champion. To wrap up part 1, if you guys enjoyed this part of Fastlane, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, and we'll see everybody tomorrow in part 2.
Gotta go, man, I'm on the chase now. Leave me on my own, I got a chance to break now. Here I fucking go, take control of fate.